Welcome back then from me, Tim Cable, and from Brian Hamilton here. It is Germany that lead the Swedes by a couple of goals to nil here in the final group game in this, the Algarve Cup. Let's have a look at some of the highlights and what was a rampantly dominant performance from Germany in that first half. Dominated every area of the pitch, all of the possession, and more importantly, they scored the 2 goals, which is something they've had a big problem with in the build-up in recent days. Here we go, right from the start. Set plays, they proved problematic. That was Schmidt coming in.
Yeah, I think they've been very dangerous from set pieces. Sweden really haven't come to terms with it. They've put their body in the line once or twice, but as you'll see as we get through, here's another one coming in. And the run from the far post is the one, but there's decoy runs going near, taking yellow shirts with them. And at the end of the day, Svensson did so well. She's been good on Mbabi. She's really held the ball up well, been clever. And
this is Breznik here.
Yeah, Breznik did well. Came inside on her weaker left foot, and you know she was destined to have a shot. And she squared the full back up. The full back's end go down the line, and you can see it bouncing. But the keeper kept her eye on it, did ever so well.
Bit of Swedish action at the other end of the field involving Lotte Schelin. You've got to say both Henning and Kran have done particularly well against the threat, the considerable threat of Lotte Schelin.
I felt sorry for her a little bit. I think she's a very willing girl. Here's a great set piece in. I don't know how this one was missed.
That was Schmidt, wasn't it?
Yeah, got right in, wasn't picked up, and just seemed to take her eye off it at the last moment. She'll see that as a chance gone. Great service, I've got to say. Really difficult for the keeper. It needs to be dealt with by defenders. They didn't do it.
Again, that combination between Mbabi and Mitag opening it up again, this time for Breznik.
Yes, yeah, it was a great move. And you look at the final part. She did ever so well to get into the position. And here's the chance now came in. This was great skill,
That's
you know.
Mitag, wasn't it?
Yeah, lovely skill, but a good save. Keeper, very quick feet, kept her eye on the ball, strong wrist, got the ball away.
So 19 minutes of domination, and still we hadn't had a goal until we got here. Well, that one just went wide.
That was the build-up.
That was the build-up.
It's very similar to the goal. Well, we'll see the goal, the second goal. And the same players involved, Mitag and Mbabi, they do work so well together. We can see the combination play. Very unselfish. Svensson does well there. Comes across from the right back position and really defends well. This is a goal.
Great jump that from Mbabi. But Sembrat didn't do particularly well here. You can see it backing, and then she didn't jump.
Well, defensively, I don't know what they're doing. They're all over the place. There's nobody on the line. It's a decent header, but all you've got to do is defend the goals. You put 2 people, one on either post, and one of them might have been able to deal with it. And that was the closest Sweden came to a strike and threatening with the goalkeeper. She has had a very comfortable first half. Did ever so well to get there, and Caroline Seeger, and then it was just a straightforward into the middle of the goalkeeper's stomach.
There again, great, wasn't it? The anticipation there from Mbabi off of Mitag's.
Her reaction,
a shot, wasn't it?
But it was a shot, but it's how well do you react? You see the defenders on their heels, keepers on the line. Maybe keeper could have been 2-3 yards off her line just to sort of deal with that situation. It was caught, there was a deflection, slowed it down, but her reaction was terrific. And what was nice about her, she kept so calm, so composed, and just slot the ball home.
Well, there we are. As you can see, the sun is shining here down on the Algarve. We're going to take another short break. When we return, we'll have the second half live. And we'll find out just what the Swedes are indeed made of. Whether Deneby can actually instill the belief in his team that they can turn it around. Stick with us. We'll be back in a couple of minutes' time.
From the moment you start your journey to the adventure it becomes, from the inspiring architecture to the discovery of traditions. From nature's finest moments to the feeling of being lost amongst them, for everything Romania has to offer. To the experience you'll take away. Romania. Explore the Carpathian Garden.
Let the bass kick.
Follow the score of your favorite team live and find the latest results and features with Eurosport's Live Score.
With Eurosport.com's free application available on tablets and smartphones, gain access to all the articles and videos from Eurosport.com, plus get the latest news in real time. Check out the latest results, fixtures and tables and follow your favourite sports events live.
On your marks. Less than 150 days to go to the Olympics, and this is the first major moment of the year. Time for athletes to see just where they stand. Friday at 9, the World Indoor Athletics Championships from Istanbul, live on Eurosport. I am made of sport. Essex.
Welcome back then from me, Tim Cable and Brian Hamilton. We're down in the Algarve, where it is Germany who leads Sweden by 2-0 at half-time in the Algarve Cup. Now there's plenty to look forward to still tonight. A packed schedule of football with the Eurogoals, which comes up directly after we conclude from this match here today. Let's find out what's in it. Welcome back then from me, Tim Cable and Brian Hamilton. It is 2-0 that Germany lead. Sweden then just about to kick off this second half. So Sweden get us underway in this second half. 45 minutes for them to recover their position in this Algarve Cup, or face the potential for the third and fourth place playoff between where they will meet, rather, either the USA or Japan. Dahlqvist.
Well, I'm looking to see how they start the second half. They started the first half really on their heels and allowed Germany to take the initiative. They've really got to get at Germany, give them a problem.
That's not a bad delivery. Needed just a flick then from Seeger.
I think she should have done better. It was a ball straight down the middle. Germany didn't defend it very well at all. The keeper was still on her line, and it just needed the ball, you know, with a firmer head. It just changed the direction. It would have been a goal 6 or 7 yards out.
Look at the space in the middle of the field. Smitag dropping deep in to see Mbabi is waiting in there, and on the back post is Beringer.
Well, very good move, quick on the break, and it was Smith who got up from the right back position. Just the cross didn't match the rest of the build-up play.
It was great. We're just ushered Shirley back into her own half. There's Sembrant.
But I think Germany have really played well without the ball. I think they've made life very difficult for Sweden, and I think that's been one of the biggest problems, and hopefully that's something that the Swedish coach will address.
was a touch with the arm from Gusling.
In front of the referee, not the best place to do that.
There's Odebrecht. Good challenge that was by Hammerstrom. Very good challenge. Again, can't make the cross, but there's a player down injured. Is Seger for the challenge of Schmidt.
I think the Swedish girls are disappointed. They felt they maybe deserved a free kick. The referee very well placed.
As we're saying, so many of these players we've seen.
Yeah, it's a free kick. The referee missed it.
Come through the youth setup internationally. We've seen them at some of the more recent Youth World Cups. We've got 2 more upcoming for you live this summer with the Under-17 and the Under-20 World Cups, both of which you can see from start to finish. In a very busy summer. Of course, the Women's Olympic Football Tournament is a highly anticipated event. You'll be able to see some of that, the best moments of that as well. The Swedes pressing a bit further up the field.
Well, there's more urgency. Yeah, absolutely. More urgency about the play, Tim. I think they're just getting to the ball. They're passing it quicker. They're getting better service. The front player, they're getting round, supporting.
This is Mitag. Mbabi the furthest forward, tried to thread it through to Mbabi. It was Rolin with the interception. Rolin underneath it again as Hammerstrom. German ball. Mbabi winning it in the air. For Zerdebrecht. Mbabi. Schmidt. Beringer. Mbabi. Corner kick.
Might come off the arm as well. But good play from Germany. Mbabi's so clever. She drops into the space and then you see her there. She's in the box. Decent first touch. Might have been a handball, you know. To be fair, the discipline is very good, isn't it? They don't harass or claim for something.
Rollins clearing header. Slow to get bodies out of the box here, the Swedes.
Good early kick out from the goalkeeper. Disappointing touch from Seger.
Seger will pick it up once more though here for Sweden. Jakobsen, oh, she just crossed the halfway line, but again, they're denied that ball. Is Rolin. Jakobsen showed too much of it to Babette Peder. Again, they're off in the running once more, Germany. Well, no free kick this time.
Yeah, the referee very well placed. The German supporters not too happy with that. They felt there was a little bit of pulling of the shirt.
Substitution, or the substitute Huth with the run. Change made at the half-time interval. It's the 5th appearance for Huth as well. who's just 21 years of age. He recently celebrated her 21st birthday. This is Shelley. She made the touch.
Yeah, she was crowded out, 3 white shirts around her. Trying to keep control, trying to use her frame to keep the player away from the ball, just let her run under her foot. But she has worked tirelessly up front for Sweden. There's Huth, and when she was running with the ball, very quick. Maybe they're looking to see if they can use her pace.
What can they do here? Can they open them up once more? Here's Huth. And Mbabi making ground into the penalty area. Huth trying to make her way through, and Svensson standing her ground.
Brilliant challenge. Little step over from Huth. Svensson didn't buy into it. Kept her eye on the ball. Good play.
We've got another change in there. You can see Bartusiak has also come on for Germany.
Well, the coach is maybe thinking about the final. Maybe that's a little bit presumptuous, because the first half I thought Germany were very good, and sometimes you don't change a winning format. Maybe she knows her players maybe need a rest because it's a busy schedule for them.
Well, seen that a few times from Hammerström in this game. There's Bartusiak. The Frankfurt-based players, Bartusiak. Has been on the international scene for a while. She's had runs in the side. It hasn't ever been what you would have considered to be a first choice. 54th appearance today. And the boos coming from the German support.
Yeah, I don't think there was too much there. Well, Germany don't want to lose her. I think she was arguably the best player in the first half. Certainly made the biggest impression.
There's Nila Fischer. But again, he just sails over the head of Shelley. And Dahlqvist giving chase, but there's nothing much there.
Yeah, good defending from a centre-back. Very composed.
Well, they've got a few alternatives, Sweden, including Landström. God adds a bit more pace and physical presence.
I think she's been good to left back. Babette Peter. She's really strong and solid defender, likes to get forward. Very competitive.
As soon as we say that, Sweden make a substitution here. And the captain's armband is taken over by Röhlin. We're getting a double change here. So Fischer goes. Algarve is on. Segren is off. And Gonensen is on. Yes, she is. Here she comes. Plays the football in Germany. Does Gonensen with Turbine Potsdam. forward by Sembrant.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Almost 15 minutes played in the second half, and Sweden, different team. More urgency, more energy, playing higher up, making life so much more difficult for Germany.
So are those changes going to have a positive effect then on Sweden? This is Mbabi. Mittag with the attempted flick, completely missed that. Jakobsen has made ground. There's the ball from Almgren. And Schelin again is sandwiched in between two German defenders. And Henning once again getting the better of it.
He's done well, Henning, today. I think, you know, very basic, very simple, but very effective.
So Lisa Dahlqvist with the corner for Sweden. It's a poor one from Dahlqvist. She'll get another go at it though here. Angle's a bit better. Can she get some height on it? Does so. Keeper comes to it. Didn't know a lot about it. Still isn't clear.
So much better from Sweden. I think the keeper did actually quite well there. She came. I'm just looking to see, did she actually make contact with the ball? I think she did. You know, I think that might have went through into the goal. But good play from Sweden and good defending from Germany.
Göransson, they get another bite at it here. Sembrant then. Sega moved toward the near post again for that little flick on, but again it's Schmidt who's there first. And Sweden do not have another corner.
Poor corner that time. That's the second one where really she needed to put in a good delivery. I think the referee has done very well. We haven't mentioned the referee at all. I think she's been very effective, hasn't she? She's tried to allow play to carry on. She hasn't been whistle happy and got most of the big decisions right.
This is Jakobsen. The challenge, good challenge from Peter once again, winning possession for Germany.
Who's switch wings?
And she's got it through Mbabi now. There's a hat-trick on here. Unfortunate, into the side netting.
Well, careless by Sweden. They were in a good position, lost the ball. Huth did so well. Lovely little step over once or twice. What a beautiful ball through. She got the ball down. Just went for the far side and just didn't hit the target. Should have went across the keeper, and she's been so good today.
This is Rolin. Half an hour to go for Sweden to get themselves back into this game. Remember, a draw is good enough for them. Beringer's on the back post. It's right underneath her. She wins it in the air. Nobody challenging again. As Siga trying to just make sure it doesn't drop to the boot of Mbabi. Schelin again, biding her time. Now she's turned and she's away. Schelin, can she find a finish here? Tees it up. Germany come away with it again. Odebrecht has it.
Yeah, that was Henning, I think, again at the heart of the defence. Terrific challenge, but good play from Sweden. And the end stuff at the moment.
Mittag's got it. Through the middle goes Beringer. Good interception again. There's Huth once more. She's had a real effect since she's come on, Huth. Mittag on the near post once again. 14 is Almgren. As Sega over to Hammerström. Sega again. She's going to get it taken off her if she doesn't hurry up the Sega. In the end, she picks out Svensson. Svensson to Jakobsen. Jakobsen through the gap there. What a good challenge coming in there from Beringer.
Yeah, Beringer did well there. Saw the danger. But what a different Swedish side. Better pass and more energy. The coach has done a good job at half-time.
This is the move from just a couple of seconds ago. Lotte Schelin trying to tee it up there for the Zab Gordonson. They defended those well. Germany remain steadfast and resolute at the back. This is Rolin. And away they come with Mittag once again. Now, options on here for Germany. That was poor, that from Mittag. Oh, and Mbabi might get it. And she has. And Mbabi's got it. Who's coming in here as well? This should be a tap in here for Mittag. And she's blown it. Could have killed the game then.
Well, she stopped on a run because she felt the pass wasn't a good one. If she had it carried on, Mittag, I think, has worked very well today with Mbabi. But on that occasion, big chance, and it should have been a goal.
This is Schmidt. Mbabi, the furthest one. She's in again now. She can sweep this in. And she has. Hat-trick for Mbabi. Germany 3 up here against Sweden. You can see that coming from quite some way back.
Well, I've got to say, I think Sweden will be disappointed, for they have played so well in the second half. But this girl's really on fire. Coach will be delighted with her. There's a lovely slide rule pass from the skipper. We see it, and she's been on her toes here. She's looking up. She hangs on the back defender. Keeper will be a wee bit disappointed. But that was where she should have hit one or two before that. Across the keeper, you always feel that there's a little chance. And Langerert will be disappointed she didn't do better on that occasion. But that's match ball for the girl. Well done. 3 good goals, different types, but she's been very important for Germany today.
6 attempts on goal. 6 attempts on goal and 3 goals. That is not a bad return. Takes her, as we said, onto 20 goals now for the national team. She's got a way to go, though, before she gets inside the top 10 of the all-time goal scorers. They might get another here. And Huth has got it here. Sweden are all over the place at the back, and the danger is still not completely averted. Huth here again. Sweden are all over the place at the back, despite the numbers, and they still can't get it away. And in the end, Odebrecht's shot is over.
Well, I said the third goal was going to be important. I can't see Sweden coming back from this, and they definitely have played so much better in the second half, and they really will be disappointed with that goal. There we see a little bit of invention, tried to scoop the ball up, and then we see her striking the ball, and on that occasion just got underneath it a little bit, and Odebrecht. But overall, I think Germany have been very good. They've had to withstand a bit of pressure in the second half, and the defence has been solid.
Well, as we said, she's got a way to go. Has Mbabi, but she's young enough. She's 23 years of age. There's another raft of substitutions about to be made, as you can see down there. And this is Huth, and that really has been a great addition to this German team. Huth.
She's done well, hasn't she? She's given them options left and right, and we can see when she runs as quick with the ball as without it, and that's a special skill.
$14 goals she's got to get before she meets the top 10 and pushes Martina Müller out of the top 10. That's the leading all-time scorer. It's Birgit Prinz. come the changes for Sweden. So Hammarström goes. Edinburgh, who we've seen playing this position, of course, during the course of the World Cup. And Sherin, it's time for her to go as well.
Well, she has worked so hard today and deserves so much more from the game. She'd be disappointed, didn't get the support, didn't get the supply, and paid the price. But really, it'll be interesting now to see how Sweden tackle it. You know, do they go for broke because they need a goal? Do they throw people forward? That leaves them vulnerable. Germany can maybe play in the break. But Sweden at this moment in time, with 22 minutes left, they just need a goal to make something happen.
Big reception as ever here for Alex Popp. She's hugely popular. Now isn't the time to get a bit scrappy at the back here. That was close. All it needed was somebody predatory in the penalty area. Goranson with the first real attempt on goal.
Yeah, fantastic skill, good composure, took her time, technique perfect, just outside the post.
It's poor delivery. Jakobsen has it taken off of her again. And before is Babette Peda. Well, still competing and competing hard, Germany, despite the fact that they are all but through to this final against either Japan or the USA. What a game that's going to be. But who knows if Sweden can actually get a goal back here. Just might give them a sense of belief that they could stage a miraculous fight back. It's Goranson to deliver. And they have plenty there, but they're marshaled away by the German defenders. Attacking that ball almost on the edge of the penalty area, never likely to be a problem.
Well, no, I think Germany have really played well overall. I think the area of concern here is when the ball's headed across, there's a yellow shirt 6 yards out, and it falls to her, then they've got a problem. But I think you'd be very critical of Germany today because they have played very well defensively. The goalkeeper's been good. Middle of the park, and this girl has simply been unstoppable.
Mbabi.
Russia blood, I think they call that. Wouldn't want to be critical today. She's done very well, very smart player on that occasion. A little bit far out, and what do we say? Know your distance, and she didn't do it.
There's Kran winning it in the air. Odebrecht taking it out. And Turnebro. Well, those of you that remember those heady days of last summer in the World Cup, and the Swedes beat the USA, North Korea, Colombia, and that great game with the Australians, before going out to Japan in the semi-finals. This nothing like what we know that they can produce. This is Dahlqvist then. It's a better delivery end toward Sega, who, let's not forget, if she'd have put that goal in after, what, 5 minutes of play inside the second half, we might have had a different game here.
Well, that's what I always feel. When the score is 2-0, the third goal is so important because you just feel a team that go 3-0 up, it's just a confidence booster for them, and for the team trailing 3-0, it's a long way to come back into the game. And Sweden, I've got to say, the second half I thought they played and started very well. And can't say the goal was against the run of play because Germany were always threatening, but certainly Germany have been a class act.
This is Almgren. They're going somewhere in front of, but they've given it away to the wrong player. This is Uthaway running again here now for Germany. And it just took a touch then from Seger. And Germany have won it back again here now. Sweden in big trouble once again. And Seger. And Gosling to Odebrecht. It's a bit tight, given away. Huth. This is Alex Popp. Onto the overlapping run, she's got it here. Unfortunate to say the least. Is Seger. Better from Seger. They're just running into blind alleys, and Gosling.
Yeah, the game's lost a little bit of its discipline. Sweden really throwing everything forward. They know they need a goal. Almost playing with 4 up. Here we see decent skill, and just seems to lose her footing, and a little bit unfortunate. But just feel there's more goals in the game. You know, I think that Germany have players who can take advantage of the yellow shirts as they go forward. But I suppose the coach will change things about now just to see and give everybody keep them fresh for the next game.
Gosling goes off, and Louisa Rensing is on. And another change is Beringer will be replaced. The captain. Replacing her is Verana Feist of Wolfsburg. Tenth appearance for Feist. And Vensing too is very inexperienced, really. Again, another one of these names for the future. Just a second appearance for Germany. It's a decent through ball that for almost the first time, and Jakobsen giving chase. But Schultz has been rarely troubled in this game.
Well, I thought there was going to be a little bit of indecision between the centre back and the goalkeeper, but at the end of the day, they covered it very well.
The first slash there by Vensing. Rolling underneath it. Rolling again, leaves it for Turnebro. Jakobsen the furthest forward, making ground now. It's a good run if they can find a decent ball. They've got potential options here. This is a great run. Maybe they needed a little bit more of this direct approach. Sweden.
Yeah, Smith did well. Kept their composure, the right back of Germany. But you just felt there was an opportunity there. Yeah, you don't want them to stop young players taking defenders on, but there was other passes on. Maybe had it done it a little bit earlier, got something from it. But no, it's a corner kick. They've got an advantage. Can they make something happen?
It's swinging again, and rolling. Was half a chance for the central defender. This is Odebrecht. The pressure immediately then from Almgren.
But you see how you see how high up the Swedes are pressing now. They didn't do that in the first half. And I think that's where they actually lost the game. I think the second half has been more even, and Sweden have looked a much better side.
This is Svensson again. Germany have rarely had to wait too long to get possession back. That was Feist. A direct through the centre. And Babette Peder on the overlap.
Yes, Svensson's had a good game, you know. I think she's covered so well and been very effective, very simple. Done the simple things so well.
There's another change coming for the Swedes. Madeleine Edlund is about to come on for Sofia Jakobsen. Very nearly misjudged the bounce there. Back instead to Schultz. Oh, showed a bit too much of that to Göransson, who's looked lively since she's come on as well. As Göransson again. Good defending from Alex Popp then. Rolling and Terdebrø. Quality of her passing has been a little bit more accurate than that of Hammerström. Maybe if they'd have started with Terdebrø in the first instance, we might have been looking at least a goal or two for Sweden. Another change coming up here for Jenny. Lena Lutzen. And she replaces Mbabi.
Yeah, star of the show, I think. This is the third of her goals. Took it so well. Oh no, this is the one she hit past the post, and she just scored her third one just after that. A very similar situation. She went for the fast side, but I don't think they'll be finding too much fault with that young lady today.
They've rarely varied that corner kick routine, have they? Every single one they've tried to play to the near post to get Sega to flick it on.
Set pieces have been poor from Sweden. But there she is, star of the show, match ball. Wrap her up and some ice, get her ready for the next game, very important.
There's Lutzen, as we said, who's come on.
I think that was important for Mbabi and Mittag. I thought they did so well together as a front unit. Very lively. You know, worked well together, played off each other, and of course scored 3 goals, which is so important.
There's Alex Popp. Great goal scoring average for the national team. Alex Popp's got 14 in 24. That is a German ball. Feisty furthest forward for Germany. Good work from Schmidt. Decent ball in as well. And Sembrand puts it behind for another corner. This is Lutzen, just 19 years of age. Lutzen, Vensing in there as well. Forward by Svensson. Germany will not be denied in any challenge, will they? They're winning everything again. They're playing as hard as they did in the opening exchanges of this game, a game which they really have dominated. It's been really quite a poor display at times from the Swedes, and the 2 victories Germany have had over them in the last 4 months or so. It was Alex Popp who scored the winning goal in Hamburg when they met back in October. There goes Rolin over to Turnebro. Rolling again. Sembrant is 7.
Well, they give Sweden great credit. They've been 3 goals down for the last 10 or 15 minutes, and they've really had to work hard. They've shown great spirit, great character, and that bodes well for the future as well.
Can they finish with a 4th goal here? Weist has made ground down the left-hand side. Defending at the moment down the right here, Germany. Schmidt getting over the halfway line in support. It's going to be Schmidt who'll pick it up again. Schmidt. And that was a little industrial, that touch.
Yeah, but good play down that side. They're very patient. There was lots of yellow shirts about. Nothing was just opening up very easily. And there we see her just trying to knock the ball by the skipper, but just a little bit heavy with the touch.
There's Rolin. And Turnebro. As Edlund.
Yeah, 1 or 2 of the girls looking tired. You know, it's been a tough game, but it's good preparation for these girls. You know, they know what to play when they play international football. They know the really tough teams are going to play against.
It was Dahlqvist in there. This is Sega. And Sembrant again. Nicely weighted ball up by Sembrant. Moberg with the layoff back to it. And not brilliant.
But that's so much better from Sweden. Sega, they're very involved from the middle of the park. The pass through, the support play, much better from Sweden.
And there's Sega.
I've liked her the second half. I think she worked very hard the first half, couldn't really impose herself in the game. Second half has been a different situation.
This is Henning. Over to Babette Peda. Well, they got inside 5 minutes left here, Germany, to play out what has been as dominant a performance as we've seen from them in recent times. And it bodes well for what should be a real showpiece final event, depending on, well, regardless of who they face. It's always a great game when they face the USA. There's the potential for it to be the world champions, Japan, as well.
Well, I think win, lose or draw either here. They've got tough games coming up. Sweden will have a tough game also for that 3rd, 4th position.
It's a big year for many of these players who will be on Olympic duty in the summer. That was Vensing. That wasn't a bad ball, that, from Vensing.
She's trying to earn herself a little bit of space to put the cross in. But very good defending, you've got to say. Turnebro.
As Lotson. Alex Popp is waiting in the penalty area. Fraser's there as well. There's Alex Popp still there. There's Weist, and Popp still digging away in there too. Well, Sweden making an absolute hash of getting that away.
They'll tell you it was very calm, very composed. They knew the keeper was going to pick it up, but Well, here they are on the break. I'd like them to get a goal because they have worked so hard, and I think their spirit's terrific. And certainly the second half, as we approach the 88th minute, they'll feel they've lost it in the first half of the game. I thought Sweden really didn't start. Germany were very good, and the two players up front who were simply super, Mittag and Mbabi, and of course Mbabi was terrific with her finishing, on her toes all the time, a live wire. Second half, Sweden have been much better, and Germany have had to defend well. They've done that. And when they've got forward, they look threatening as well. So overall, it's been a good performance from Germany. For Sweden, well, they've got a little bit more work to do. But if they play in the next game the way they've played the second half, it'll be hard to beat.
There's Stenebro. This will be Schmidt, who missed a couple of good chances in the first half herself. Really dangerous from set plays, Schmidt. Rolin. 19 is Moberg. That's a poor one. Svensson picks it up. Sega. Turnebro. There's lots. This is Huth, who's been really impressive since she came on. And Popp. Nice through the middle. Alex Popp's going for it. Keeper stayed on the line and could pay. Yeah, a well-timed challenge then from Svensson.
She has really done well. Her and Sigurd Vermeer have been Sweden's two best players. I think defensively she's been very smart. She's covered, come across when there was threat through the middle. Down the left-hand side, I think Germany are very good, and she was very solid. Here we see her getting back. As you say, Popp does very well to get there. And that was sharp challenge, good tackle, and sealed the goal, I think.
Alex Popp, who plays football with Duisburg. There is a happy lady, Sylvie Knight. Well, she's still feeding the challenge there, Svensson. And she may not conclude the game. There's only a couple of minutes left here to take account of the substitutions. It's not been a good day for Deneby, the Swedish coach. The side only needed a draw here. And Svensson is going to be removed from the field. And Emma Berglund will come on. So Berglund in for the final exchanges in this game here.
Well, it's never a great time to make a defensive change when you're defending a corner, but because it's Svensson gone off, needs must. But I think she has done really well today, worked very hard and been a good defender.
Well, there's no doubt who the player of the game is. That is Mbabi, whose hat-trick won this today for Germany. The threat and the potential for goals is not, or was not, just with the forward 1 and 2 in the first half. It's been from all over, and the threat has increased significantly in the second half as the end of the game is ending with a heavily bandaged calf there for Svensson. Defending to do here, and there is number 5, and it's Alex Popp, I think, who flipped that in. Well, Alex Popp makes it 4-0, and that was simple for her. Just a redirection of the ball.
Yes, it's the knack. It's been in the right place at the right time, and this girl certainly knows about that. Deep cross, Sweden never really dealt with it. Header back across. And there we see a first-class header. Keeper simply no chance with that.
You made a point in the first half that they don't put anybody on the line from corners. Is that something that you would...
Well, I would always do it, but on that occasion there, when I'm looking at it, they had someone there and it didn't come out. And really, if they had to come out and played offside, you can't have it every way, but you can't have some coming out, some staying at home. But you must pick up. But from the German point of view, very, very good goal, and, well, convincing winners today.
Well, this will be certainly one of the biggest wins that Germany have enjoyed over Sweden in a competitive fixture. It is never usually this one-sided. And they still haven't given up chasing goals even now. This is Schmidt. Back they come again. Popp making her way into the penalty area now. Weiss is there as well. And there is the final whistle to the rapturous applause and cheers of the German contingent of support here. Germany will make it through to the final of this Algarve Cup. They have destroyed Sweden here by 4 goals to 0. Mbabi with a hat-trick and Alex Popp finishing with that late goal there. It is rare that they enjoy such dominance over Sweden, but from the moment they kicked off until that final whistle, they have been absolutely dominant in every area of the game. The final score then here today, it is Sweden 0, Germany 4. Well, it's going to take a good team to beat them, Brian.
Well, I thought they were very good, Germany. They started off so well. I think that's where they pressed high. They didn't allow Sweden to get their passing game going. They were busy in the middle of the park. They were solid at the back. It was a good German performance. Sweden got it all to do again.
Right, there we are then. That is all we got time for from the Algarve today. But stay with us, because coming up next, it is Eurogoals.